Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nur Hainisa Miti Hamza. My number of matric is 09TUP 20F2010. I will present about the origin of Iban and the religion of Iban. The origin of Iban. Iban, also known as Dayak, are the branch of the Dayak people in the island of Borneo in the Southeast Asia. Iban was the term that originally taken from the word Hivan, which means of a wanderer. It used by the western Borneo region in the present day in Indonesia. Iban were renowned for practicing headhunting and territorial migrations. Iban also had a fearsome reputation as a strong and successful warring tribe. About headhunting, for Ibans, it holds a symbol as a proof of their victory. Based on their religious belief, they believe cutting off heads will give them a position of spirits, which in turn will make the collector become more powerful and stronger. The Iban people make up the largest percentage of Sarawak populations. The religions. Iban share a basic belief of system that is called animism. Animism is belief objects, creatures, and places are possessed with a distinct spiritual essence. For example, like sky, sun, and water. A majority of Sarawak indigenous people or orang asli have converted to Christianity after arrival of James Brooks. The most usual Christianity denomination is Catholicism, followed by a new local church in the Bidang Injil Borneo. After being Christianized, majority of Iban people have changed their traditional name to a Hebrew-based Christian names: Christopher, David, Sarah, and others. Some of them also combining their traditional name with a Christian name. For example, like David Daud. Between from 2009 till 2019 and still going on, a number of Ibans people have converted to Islam.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Shazana Afi Pintar Mak Sanusi. Number matric 09DUP 20F2011. Today, I would like to present about Iban community. The festival of the Iban community is the most popular is Gawai Dayak and Gawai Burung. Gawai Dayak celebrate early on 1 June in Sarawak. Means Gawai is ritual or festival. Dayak is name of tribes of Iban, Bidayu, Kenya, Murut, Kayang. Gawai Dayak is the biggest and most popular for the Iban community. The festival envelope fasting and dancing. During the Gawai Dayak, you can chance to see traditional ceremonies, custom, costume of group Iban community Iban. Secondly, Gawai Burung. Gawai Burung is called Silangga Burung. Literally means Silangga the birds. Gawai Burung is one of the culture festival of Iban community. Is held in honor of the war god Silangga Burung. The recitation of pantun is a particularly important aspect of the festival. Next, traditional attire. There are two types. for women and men's. For the woman costume is a mari empang and kain kembat. For the men costume traditional Iban community is a kelambit and sirat. Let me explain for the costume woman. The Iban traditional costume for women is called mari empang and kain kembat. Mari empang is combination of big and hand-stitched cotton decoration outer garment. It is usually in red color. Iban women required to wear mari empang at of any festival. Kain kembat, which a cloth painted by a ikat technique. Normally, kain kembat is decorated with colorful painted design. It is made of cotton as well. Kain kembat is narrow and is slack, only about until neck. For the men is the traditional kelambit of Iban men is calling kelambit and sirat. There are two types of kelambit is a sleeveless and sleeveless. Kelambit worn by men Iban during time ceremonies. Okay, design for men costume is very simple. Kelambit is very simple. It consists a regulation space of cloth folder double. The costume has a there should be a little tail in the back costume. There were accessories such as a blade, armlet, anklet made of silver, and a headgear decoration, which hornbill fit here.
My name is Siti Nafifa binti Muhammad Saufi, and my metric number is 09DUP20F2026. Today, I'm going to talk about Iban traditional dishes. The Iban tribe traditional foods are called pansu food, which simply means the cooking of food or a dish in a bamboo stem. It's naturally clean, easy, and simple. The food, meat, chicken, fish, vegetables, and even rice together with the spices will all be put together into the bamboo stem, then directly placed over an open fire to be cooked. The uniqueness of using the bamboo stem to cook is that the bamboo will give a special aroma and texture to the food where it's impossible to have using other methods such as using wood and gas stove. One of the food that being cooked in the bamboo stem called manuk panso or panso. Manuk means chicken in Iban language, and panso means it is cooked in a bamboo stick. Ethnic delicacy is a must-have for the Iban and Bidayuh tribe, but now being consumed by many. This food is the one of the best-known Iban dishes, which features chicken and lemongrass cooked in a bamboo log over an open fire. This natural way of cooking seals in the flavors and produces astonishingly tender chicken with a gravy perfume with lemongrass and bamboo. Not just that, they also added some other vegetables like mushroom and fern to make the dishes more aromatic and healthy. They usually serve this food during the festival of Gawai Dayak that falls on the month of June every year. Iban tribe also eat pickled food like kasam. Kasam is a meat, fish, or vegetables salted and preserved in a jar or tin for around a week or so. Then it is ready to cook and consume. But not all of Iban tribe really like this kind of food because it has a pungent smell from the fermentation process, and some say it tastes terrible. This fermented food or vegetables pickle called kasam and sabi, was made from an indigenous cultivar of mustard greens, which they call ensabi, and is traditional to the Iban community. As you can see on the slide, Iban also have this special homemade drink, which they call tua. Tua is actually a alcoholic drink or wine. This tua originally made of cooked glutinous rice, or they call nasi pulut, mixed with homemade yeast, chipping for fermentation. This tua, it is a wine used to serve guests, especially as welcoming drinks when entering longhouse.
My name is Nur Zahira binti Zazali and my matrix number is 09 DUP 20F2031. I will continue presenting with my part, which is Iban life and family life. First, the Iban eat dishes such as a plantain and papaya stew by using a moist rice to mop up the stew. Second, they drink a ponten sour rice wine called tauk. Third, the Iban love water. Fourth, in the old days, they settled dispute by holding competition to who could stay submerged underwater the longest. And also, they are sometimes spent all day squatting in rivers. Next, an Iban family is normally small, to those very similar to those in European and American society. Next point is an Iban family is organized as an enduring group. Continuation of the Iban family or bilik is highly regarded. Next point is in each generation, a son or a daughter is to remain after marriage in possession of the bilik. And lastly, continue to the family unit and to take over the temporary management of its ritual and economic state. Next point is longhouse. First point is a longhouse is the traditional home of the Iban people Borneo. Second point is it consists of a long narrow covered veranda with a number of doors leading off it. Third, the family is a basic social and economic unit. Now, the fourth point is it also very close unit with the head of the family, which is normally the father, responsible for the defending its interest against any increments. Next point is if they be involved in litigation with members of other families, if any family members found guilty of an offense, fines are usually paid out or usually paid out of family resources. Next point is this is because individuals have interrelated interests and are bound by kinship connection. Next point for longhouse is keeping animal as a pet is very uncommon, not only among the Iban but also among many other native on Borneo. Next one is as such each member of the family bears the responsibility to uphold family honor. Next point is animals such as pigs and chicken are reared for the meat, while dogs are kept for hunting. Even cats are reared as a work animal to keep mice away from the farm and the longhouse. Lastly, every longhouse has dogs.
For Iban tribe arts, men have traditionally covered their bodies with tattoos, and men and women wear iron rings in their loops, up to 6 inches in diameter. Some Iban had a tattoo of hook tied to a bamboo raft on their leg to keep crocodiles from attacking. Even when the rings were removed, the pierced earlobes dropped almost to their shoulders. The reasoning goes that when the crocodile sees the hook, it won't bite. Women weave intricate fabrics, and men produce a variety of wood carvings. They are also known for their split cane weaving of mats and baskets. As for Iban tribe music, the most important Iban musical instrument is called a angkarumong, which is a set of bronze gong hung from ropes hanging from a stretched wooden frame, which are struck with a wooden mallet, as you can see on the slide. And also the warrior dance is a traditional dance of the Iban people. This dance is usually performed during Gawai Kenyalang or Hornbill Festival. Iban tribe also have other traditional dance. You can search it, okay? And also, reputedly, the most fearsome of Sarawak headhunters, the tribe's victorious warriors were traditionally celebrated in this elaborate festival.
Hi and Assalamualaikum to everyone. My name is Siti Azwa binti Buningin, number matric 09 DUP 20F 2025. So the flora of Iban, the Iban have created one of the most extensive bodies of flora in human history. The Iban have a rich flora filled with myths, epics, and history, including more than 1 dozen types of epics, myths, and chants. So next, Iban language. The Iban language, which is Jaku Iban, is spoken by the Iban, a branch of Dayak ethnic group who live in Brunei, the Indonesian province of West Kalimantan, and in the Malaysian state of Sarawak. Besides that, the language is closely related to Malay, or more closely to Sarawakian Malay, and it is thought that the homeland of Malay language is in Western Borneo, where the Ibanic language remained. So next, the Iban can be subdivided into different sub-ethnic groups, which each of which speak in different dialects. So the last one, the most formal, intermediate, and working dialect is the Saribas dialect, and the most of mainly dialect is Betong and Saratog. Next point for Iban community is economic of Iban community. First is the Iban grow food crops such as cassava, pumpkins and vegetables, rice cash crops like pepper and cocoa, and collect fruit from the tree. Next point is fishing is done with traps, nets and lines and hooks. Third point is wild pigs, deer, and other animals are hunted with dogs, traps, and nets. Next point is almost all families keep chickens and pigs. Next point is these days, many Iban men are working in logging camps or on rubber or palm oil plantation. Next point is other work independently, tapping rubber and collecting rattan. Next point is many have gone to the cities in search of salaries job. Lastly, some even earn extra cash by putting up tourists in their longhouses and performing so-called headhunters dance to drums and gongs. Military of Iban. The Iban are famous for being fearsome warriors in the past, in defense the homeland or for migration to virgin territories. Two highly decorated by Iban Dayak, a soldier from Sarawak in Malaysia, Temenggung Datuk Kanak Anak Langkau awarded the Seri Pahlawan Gagah Perkasa of Grand Knight of Valor, and Awak Anak Rawing of Skang awarded a George Cross. Okay, continue. Malaysia most decorated war hero is Kanak Anak Langkau for his military service, helping to liberate Malaya from communists. Being the only soldier awarded both of Sri Pahlawan and Panglima Gagah Berani, and also there were 6 holders of Sri Pahlawan and Panglima Gagah Perkasa from Sarawak. And with the death of Kanak Anak Langkau, there is one SP holder in the person of Sergeant Ngalino.
In this conclusion of the Iban community is every race have different, and it also have unique culture of Iban community. We have to appreciate every culture of a Iban community or else. That's all of my group presentation. Thank you for listening, and thank you.